Hello YouTube! Today in the Naughty Librarian, I am doing a book unhaul. So I have been saving up this unhaul for quite a while. Here and there I would be like, oh, I was gonna get rid of a couple books, and I just like kept piling them up, and to the point where I'm just like, alright, these are all of them. So it's like a fair amount of books. Some books I've just, come to terms with, I am just never going to read. Some authors I have given multiple chances to, I'm just like, oh no, time to part ways. So there's multiple reasons why these books are leaving, but the fact of the matter is, they are leaving, and here you go. You know what, let's just start at the top here. Let's rip the band-aid off, okay? I am parting ways with Lisa Kleypas. I have mentioned this before in videos, but like I have read 3 Lisa Kleypas books now, and I have not liked any of them. So I just don't think she's for me. I don't think she's a particularly poor author. Like, I feel like the books are well written. It's just not my jam. It's not the kind of books I like. So, I mean, I get it, but like, I don't like it. So, quickly, the title's leaving my shelf. Suddenly You, I read it, I disliked it. Devil in Winter, I read it, I disliked it. I know it is a fan favorite, but I was like, ugh. Everyone's like, oh, but the guy's nice. And I'm like, is he though? He's kind of a dick. Prince of Dreams, haven't read it, not going to happen. Devil in Spring, getting rid of it. It's part of a series I started, but I'm not going to finish the series because I have lost interest. Dreaming of You, have no idea what it's about. Her dress is a nice color, I guess, but Someone to Watch Over Me is leaving. This is a kind of a sexy dress on the cover. I don't know what time period this takes place in, but I'm getting rid of it. Also, Tempt Me at Twilight, because, again, I do not care. And one of her, contemporaries, actually, Brown Eyed Girl. If I don't like her historicals, I doubt somehow a contemporary is really gonna sway my judgment. So it's going with the rest of them. All the Lisa Kleypas, they're just all gonna go together. Another one leaving my shelf is Settling an Old Score by Dolores Fossin. I'm just not into it. It has a ridiculous premise, frankly. I got sent this, I think, in a promo bundle. So it's about a Texas Ranger and like a missing baby. And it's just like stupid. It just sounds stupid. And it's like too stupid to read. Like part of me wants to get very drunk and read it because it's stupid. But the other part of me is just like, you can get drunk and enjoy something. Like, why hate read something at all? So yeah, it's gonna go. Also just got a whole boatload of random little mass market romances. These are all gonna go for multiple reasons. Mostly, I got some of these like in a mystery box, and I kept all the ones that I do find really fascinating. These are the ones that I'm just like, this is not so fascinating. Or like I've seen the premise before and I know I'm not really gonna like it, so I'm just like, it shouldn't stay on my shelf. So I'm gonna get rid of Lady of Sin by Madeline Hunter. It's actually signed by the author, which is nice. Not nice enough to make me want to keep it or read it, so it's gonna go. Deadly Promise by Brenda Joyce. This one is just like ridiculous. It's too crazy. I don't understand what's going on. There's like a murder mystery. I'm not dealing with this. I'm gonna get rid of The Marrying Man by Catherine June because frankly, this is one of the ugliest covers I have ever seen in my life. From a distance, I thought this was a Nancy Drew book. I swear, like, I'm like, where's the haunted clock? Like, it's ridiculous looking. It's a terrible cover. Her dress is ugly. I'm like, girl, who put you in that dress? It is pea soup green. No. This is so many no. All of no. It's this cover. So yeah, it's going just because it's so ugly I don't want to look at it. Also leaving is Marriage Made in Rebellion by Sophia James. It's cool because it takes place in Spain, which is interesting in a historical, but I just have very little to no interest in actually reading about these characters, so it's gonna go. Libertine's Kiss by Judith James, because I think this is about a Puritan and a libertine. So I was like, ooh, how does that happen? I don't want to know. So it's going. I don't want to read about Puritans. Like, no, I'm not fucking with Puritans. Also leaving is Abby's Outlaw by Victoria Blynn, because it's like a weird Western type of story, and the guy is like a pastor, and I was like, I don't want to see sexy pastor. No, thank you. So it's going. Also leaving is Highland Princess by Amanda Scott. For starters, the cover is just fugly. It's an ugly cover. I hate it. And it's just, I don't care. It's like, yeah, it's a Highlandy romance, but it's just, it seems bad. Like, I don't think I'm gonna like it, and the cover's ugly. It offends my eyes. I don't want to look at it. Also leaving is Lord Sin by Kaylin Hughes. I mean, they did not put a lot of effort into this cover either. They just took a picture of a shirtless dude and said, make it red. Cover done. Again, and this is like a stupid premise that I'm just not into. It seems really toxic, and I'm just like, ugh, I'm not fucking with these people. Also leaving is Maverick Wild by Stacey Kane. This looks like a contemporary cowboy romance. Surprisingly not. I think it's a historical one. And I don't know how historical it is. It says historical on the back. But, oh, no, it's 1862. They didn't wear this in 1862. Who put the cover on this? I think this video just should be me just judging books by their cover, because these are bad. Also leaving my shelf is Windfall by Cindy Holby. Frankly, the cover of this book and the premise, it sounds very Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman. If you were around in the early 90s and watched Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman, you get the vibe. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but like, I'm not feeling it for a romance. Like, I'm just not picking up on that vibe right now. It's a vibe, but not one I want to deal with, so it's leaving. Also leaving my shelf is Rabbit and Robot by Andrew Smith. I got this randomly, I think at a Y'all West for, it was just a random arc I got. And it's actually signed too, but I still haven't read it. And this came out in 2018. This is 2 years old. Still haven't read it. And I keep saying I do want to read it. Like, I look at it and go, ooh, this is a nice cover. I like the cover. It's also about space zombies. And I was like, what? Space zombies? Awesome. And I never read it. Like, I've given up. Like, if I was going to read it, it would have happened by now. And I just, like, I don't know. I think I would like it, though. But I'm never going to find the time to read it. What do I do? What do I do with my life? I'm also going to get rid of The Passion of the Dulce by Julie Berry, because it's been on my shelf for several years. I just think I'm not going to read it. It's not going to happen. This is like medieval era, so it takes place in 1290, so like, woo, that's a really historical book. And it's about heresy and this girl, and she's trying to like not be burned at the stake for heresy. So I'm like, it sounds cool, but I don't want to deal with the medieval church. Like, I can't deal with a literal witch hunt. No. Also leaving my shelf is Wicked Fox by Kat Cho. I did enjoy this. Like, I think I gave it like 3.5 stars. It's not bad. I feel like, culturally speaking, this feels very Korean because it takes place in Korea. So it's very immersive in the culture, which I enjoyed. But it's not a great story. It's not my thing. It's okay. I'd rather this go out into the world and then someone find it and pick it up and really, really love it. Because I liked it. I didn't love it, though. It doesn't spark joy, so to speak, so it's gonna leave. A bit of a controversial pick, but I'm going to get rid of The Beautiful by Renee Ahdieh, mainly because I just did not like it. It is made literally of things I like. I read it and I was disappointed, but it's literally 1800s New Orleans vampires. Oh my gosh, like, it's made of things Amanda likes, but I didn't like this book. I didn't feel like it came together well. I didn't much like the characters. I felt like the heroine was just willfully an idiot. She was so stubborn that she was a fucking idiot, and like, she drove me crazy. I just wanted to slap the bitch. So I'm gonna get rid of it. Another somewhat controversial pick, I'm going to get rid of The Unbound by Victoria Schwab, mainly because I think this is the middle book of that series. I do not own book one. I have no real intentions of buying book one and reading it. So it's like, why just have book two on my shelf when I'm never going to get to it? So I'm just giving up. I like Victoria Schwab, aka V.E. Schwab. I like her books. It's not happening. It's just not going to happen, okay? It's not. Also, I finally made my peace with parting ways with this series, because it's the one I always look at and want to read and I just don't. And this is Half Bad and Half Wild book 1 and 2 of this series by Sally Green. And it's like witches and earth magic and stuff like that. And I also think it's LGBTQ. And it has a lot of stuff that are buzzwords that I see the books about. I'm like, oh, okay. Okay, I'm into it. But it's been on my shelf for years and it's just never gonna happen. I've made my peace with it. It's leaving. Also leaving my shelf is Glorious, and this is by Gregory Benford and Larry Niven. I think this was sent to me for promo, but this is book 3 of a series that I do not have book 1 or 2 of, and I do not see myself getting book 1 or 2 anytime soon. So it's like, why do I have the 3rd book of the series when I am never going to get to it? So it's going to go. So I'd also find it and enjoy it. Last book leaving my shelf is The Relentless Moon by Mary Robinette Kowal. And it sounds really, really cool. However, this is, I think, it's a sequel. So I don't have book 1. I don't really have a lot of interest in picking up book 1. So it's like, when would I read this? But it's about lady astronauts, because it says a lady astronaut novel. So it's about female astronauts doing cool space stuff. And like, I'm into that. All for lady astronauts. It has a cool concept, but it's just like, I don't have book 1. I don't feel like I'm going to go out and buy book 1 to get to this one. So it's just taking up space right now. It's gonna go. Alright, so that felt good. Just got some stuff off my shelf. This has been very piecemeal. Every once in a while I'd grab a book off my shelf and just put it in a pile. You know the book pile we all have? They were just in a pile over there, and I was like, well, I'll film it. So here we are. Let me know in the comments down below. Have you been picking at your shelves lately? Is there something you've just decided, I ain't never gonna get to this. It's leaving my shelf. Let me know in the comments down below. If you like this video, make sure you give it a like. And if you want to see more videos, make sure you subscribe. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye!